Picture this. Two tiny souls, one body, one chance. A journey from the Caribbean Sea to the sands of Arabia, not for riches, not for fame, but for life itself. They weren't born in a palace. They weren't born with perfect odds. But somehow, Azaria and Azora found themselves on the wings of a miracle. If stories like this stir something in you, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment if your spirit feels moved. I'll be reading quietly. Jamaica. Two conjoined twins named Azaria and Azora Elson, a 20-month-old set of sisters, have arrived in Saudi Arabia on Monday, July 28th, after departing from Kingston on a medevac flight from the Norman Manley International Airport, NMI, along with their mother Leisha McMurray and a team of medical doctors. When was the last time Jamaica and Saudi Arabia were in the same headline? That's the kind of connection that only love and life can forge. The twins are scheduled to undergo special medical tests before their surgery, which will take place after 2 months at the King Abdullah Specialist Children's Hospital. This procedure will be carried out under the Saudi program for separating conjoined twins. The kind of program most people have never heard of until it becomes the one thing you pray exists. Portfolio Minister, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, Saudi Arabia's ambassador to Jamaica, Dr. Walid bin Abdulrahman al-Hamoudi, and the children's father, Odain Elson, were present at the NMI airport to see off the family on July 27th, 2025. Now here's where something quietly stands out. Different last names. McMurray, Elson. Maybe it's just paperwork. But maybe, just maybe, it's the reality of a lot of modern families, together but not covenanted. And listen, no judgment here. Life happens. But I will say this. Marry before you carry isn't just an old school mantra. It's protection. It's peace. When tragedy strikes, when your child is in an operating room thousands of miles from home, there's a quiet kind of power in knowing this is my husband, my wife, my rock, and they are here for me as much as our children. It's not just about religion. It's about resilience. National and international support behind the initiative. This arrangement was organized by the Jamaican Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. They worked in close collaboration with the University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI, where the twins have been receiving care, and the government of Saudi Arabia. This is what diplomacy for humanity looks like. This initiative, undertaken by the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, and indeed, under the aegis of the royal family, is one of the most beautiful ways in which the relationship between countries can be strengthened, because it demonstrates that those who have are able to help those who don't have, said Minister Johnson-Smith. It's one of those rare moments when oil, money, and royalty don't feel distant. They feel divine. Saudi program for separating conjoined twins. It is a world-known program which has helped several families in the past 2 decades and has helped 66 sets of twins from all over the world. Minister Johnson-Smith expressed gratitude to the Saudi government for their continuous support and for covering the twins' medical, transportation, and living expenses in Saudi Arabia. 66 twins separated. 66 families restored. Saudi Arabia may not be on TripAdvisor's top list for most folks, but when it comes to this, they're ahead. And let's be honest, most Christians don't exactly line up to visit Saudi Arabia. Outside of the Filipino workforce, which is there out of necessity, not choice, this kind of Christian-Muslim goodwill is rare and worth noting. Notably, Azara and Azora are joined at the abdomen, a condition known as omphalopagus conjoined twins, which is a very rare condition which affects very few babies around the world. Moreover, they were born with only one liver and suffer medical complications, including congenital heart abnormalities that require constant medical care. Imagine sharing a liver with someone before you even learn to speak. That's the kind of bond that makes you believe in spiritual mysteries. The father of the Jamaican twins, Odain Elson, expressed his gratitude for the support his family has been receiving. He said, "I'm very happy. I know they're going to pull through. I'm just hoping for the best," during an interview. Respect to him for showing up. That presence matters. But again, imagine the added piece of being legally and spiritually tied to the person walking through this storm with you. Success in another similar case. In addition, Ambassador Al-Hamoudi shared another set of 17-month-old Syrian twins, Selin and Ellen, who also underwent the same surgery at their facility as they successfully separated the two. The 8-hour procedure is handled by a multidisciplinary medical team, which includes 24 consultants and specialists. 24 specialists, 8 hours, 1 heartbeat. If they did it for Selin and Ellen, we're holding hope for Azaria and Azora. This story isn't just about surgery. It's about faith, not just in God, but in each other. It's about unity, not just between twins, but between nations and maybe even religions. So if you felt something, drop a word in the comments, a prayer, a thought, or just a quiet amen. I'll be here, watching from the shadows. And if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and stay close. Thanks for watching.